me okay? Let me know that you're here. Say hello. I don't know where y'all are from, but here it's been snowing all day. Not my favorite thing on this planet. So I'm kind of hunkered down in my warm beanie and I got my snow boots on. Doing what you gotta do. So we're gonna be live again later to do like the new moon reading and ritual, of course. But for now, I wanted to do a little check-in, see where we're at with all of these big shifts that are happening. We just had Venus move from Capricorn into Aquarius, which is a very different energy. They're very like, what's the word I want to use? They're just very different. Okay, Capricorn is like structure, right? And it's very responsible, it's very serious. And Aquarius is more about breaking rules and like sort of anything can happen, a little bit more wild, a little bit more wild card. And Venus is the planet of love and like finances. So you might see some big shifts going on there. Tomorrow we will start the move into Aquarius season. Of course, we have like a very powerful new moon tonight in Capricorn, which happens to be my moon, which is probably why I feel the way I do. Hey, thank you. Hi, oh my God, I'm so glad you guys are both here. I'm having such a horrible day. I'm so happy to see you. I mean, it's not a horrible day. I'm processing. It's a fucking new moon. And then before we know it, we're going to have 5 planets all moving into Aquarius. So, holy shit. And then we're going to have like an eclipse and it just, all leading up to the Great Reset Day on 2/20. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. All right, so I want to see how are these shifts going on right now going to affect you? That's what we're going to look at. And then tonight we'll do our new moon reading and ritual, of course, live again. It's much easier to go live lately because the videos are taking like days to upload. So this seems to be the easier way these days. Thank you. I'm burning a blue candle too, which is like healing. And I have this amazing new crystal divination ball that was a gift. It's my first like actual real crystal divination ball, believe it or not. It's huge. So I'm going to scry while I'm doing your reading too and get extra messages from that way. I'm seeing road signs. I'm seeing, it almost looks like Route 66 or something. It's like there's an unknown path coming in or being encouraged to take the unknown path. For the collective, please, best and highest messages. Call upon the light. Call upon the divine. Angels, guides, ancestors, my higher self. How are these shifts going to affect the collective? I'm sorry if you hear my heater kicking on. It's loud as hell down here. It's so cold where I am and very snowy. Y'all know how I feel about that. Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck. This is definitely a new road to take. What is the current energy of the collective, please? Queen of Wands. Oh my God, that's powerful. So I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot right now. I haven't used it in a while. I love this deck. So the Queen of Wands is, I love peppermint. Love. Queen of Wands is magnetic, right? Most attractive energy in tarot. People are naturally just super drawn to her because she's warm and compassionate. But she's also kind of a boss, but humble and very well liked, very beautiful. And she's got a little black kitty, so who doesn't love that, right? Hi. Okay. What is challenging the collective right now? These energetic shifts. What is challenging the collective in this energy? Ace of Swords. So Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. It's like fighting a truth. It's like it's been a challenge to see the truth of something, the truth of a situation or a relationship. Oh, gross. I'm sorry. What is the unseen energy supporting the collective? What is in the unseen energy supporting them? Unseen supporting them, please. Wow, it must be really unseen. It doesn't want to show me. But I knew there is some unseen path going on here, so what is in the unseen energy supporting the collective, please, that they are not aware of? There we go. Ooh, The Sun and the Four of Wands. I mean, the Sun is complete and total joy and happiness. The best card you can get, right, in tarot. It's the happiest card in tarot. It's very carefree and just joyous. Four of Wands is my marriage card, but doesn't have to be marriage. Four of Wands is just about stability, creating a stable foundation, building something long-term. Also could be just a celebration in general. What you don't see, because this Four of Wands came out reversed, although I don't normally take reversals, this time I feel compelled to, is that what's crumbling, the foundation that you were building that didn't pan out or is like falling apart right now, is actually supporting your ability to get to the Sun energy, the happiest you could be, your highest timeline, right? Show me what's in the recent past for the collective. What's in the recent past? If you've got major air sign placements too, you're going to be feeling these astrological shifts into Aquarius pretty hard. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in like your Sun, Moon, Rising, or like anywhere heavily in the chart, in your chart. Okay, yeah, recent past is a Tower. Recent past is a Tower, and Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this Tower recently in the past made you feel like you had a total loss of what grounded you and kept you stable and secure, the foundation you'd built, right? What is the scene energy that is crowning the collective and supporting them? That was fast. Okay, King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. All right. All right. So you see that there is another offer for stability. You believe that inherently, that a new way to find stability again and rebuild your tower. You know that it'll inevitably happen. It doesn't mean you're done processing the truth and the pain and the emotions or whatever, right? But but you know that it's coming, right? There's definitely some optimism here. Three of Pentacles is like collaboration, co-working, like, you know, with other people, working together. YouTube will not like that card. King of Swords, right? This is your truth. This is standing in your absolute truth. The King of Swords finds truth at all costs, right? He's very of the mind. He makes decisions from the mind. And like that Page of Pentacles is building something long-term. It's bringing back your stability. It's earth sign energy. What's the future possible outcome? What is the possible outcome for the collective? Your future, please. Some of y'all might have a lot of opportunities coming to you, or a lot of you might have a lot of eyes on you right now, with that Queen of Wands energy being so magnetic. And the challenge is like seeing the truth or discerning the truth of which is the right one for you, or the best one for your highest good, or where the hell am I not going to get hurt or disappointed or have another tower crumble. Show me the future possible outcome, please, for the collective. Come on, baby. Aw. Two of Pentacles, okay. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like expectation, right? It's like waiting. It's waiting for your ship to come in. It's a stalled energy. Two of Pentacles is trying to find your balance, finding your footing, right? Juggling lots of things at one time. Three of Wands. What is that here? I'm seeing travel again. Ten of Swords. Very painful ending. This is accepting that you had a betrayal someplace and that's why you felt so out of balance for such a long time. Ugh. Give me another one. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify this Ten of Swords. So I actually love this deck. The Modern Witch Tarot was created for because the tarot archetypes are all just like white men and women, straight relationships, you know, we all know that that's not real life, right? So I love this deck because the Modern Witch Tarot has brought in like people of all color, of all sizes. There's like gay relationships represented on the cards. So that's why I really like this deck. But YouTube has a major problem with nudity on a fucking tarot card, which is ridiculous. It's like 15th century art on a Rider-Waite deck. Like, come on. Like, you can go on a class field trip and see titties at the Louvre right? Or the Metropolitan Museum of Art. But you cannot see that same art on a tarot card on YouTube, or they'll take my channel down. We should all fight that because it's ridiculous and it's like crushing the expression of someone's art. And the symbols are important in tarot. I can't stand it. Hey, love that. I love that. That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Why is this 10 of Swords here for the collective in the future? 2 of Swords. You didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. 222 again. Everywhere I've been traveling, I've been finding these big signs and shit with 222 on it on buildings, just random. It's really crazy. 2s are about choices. 2s are two different paths. You didn't see this coming. Tell me more about this, please. 2 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands and 2 of Swords and 10 of Swords especially, because that's an owie. That one sucks. Please clarify these messages, please. Give me another one. Tell me more. I think it's gonna make me switch decks, which is fine. I just have one more question. Oh, thank you. Oh, the Hierophant. This was all meant to happen for your highest good. You're about to have a spiritual level up here, right? Hierophant is ascending to like the highest level of like ascended mastery, right? Spiritually. 222 every day. Yeah, man. Seeing it everywhere. Seeing it everywhere. That's what you should be doing, Crystal. I love that, especially in Capricorn season. Use all your resources. It's smart. Very smart. Where's everybody from? Let me know what y'all are experiencing. Are you in snow hell like me? Snowmageddon. It's not even that much snow, but 1 fleck of snow is too much snow for Dani. 5 of Swords, a 6 of Pentacles. All right. This has been a battle on your mind for a really long time, and you've been desperately trying to get some level of stability, like balance, not stability, but balance and reciprocity here. You're in the very near future going to understand and realize that what you were giving out, you were not receiving back in full. And it hurts, and the ending hurts, and you know, this person or this situation, this job, this ideology, whatever part of you is like dying here with this Tower and this 10 of Swords. It was letting go of all of that was the only way to free you for what is aligned for you now, because you are leveling up, you are having this huge growth, and whatever situation, person, whatever that you are dealing with is not growing at the same rate. And so your vibrations are no longer matched, right? It's not a good thing or a bad thing. One person's not better than the other. We're all on our own timeline. Some people have dedicated more time to their healing than others, whatever it is, right? Or you stayed longer than you should have and you know it, right, in a job or something like that. And now you're like, oh, I wish I didn't do that, whatever it is. But it's okay, because the Star card is at the bottom of the deck. My favorite card in all of tarot, the best. And it represents hope. It's all of your hopes and dreams coming true. It is Aquarius energy. We'll be in Aquarius season tomorrow. Venus moved into Aquarius today. South Central Kansas. Okay, okay. A little bit of snow. Yeah, y'all get some snow there. Pulled the Tower in my own reading. Yeah, yeah. Lot of towers going on right now for sure. And it's because these shifts are super dramatic, and the energy supporting us right now is letting go of anything that doesn't support where we're going, right? Like, you can do all the manifesting and intention setting at the new moon you want, but if you're holding on to past beliefs, outdated beliefs, self-limiting beliefs, a person, a situation, a place you're living, whatever, that is not supportive of those moves you're trying to make, you know, you can't start a new relationship while you're still in an old one. Or, you know, you can't have one foot in the new door while you still got one foot in the old. That's easy, right? We wish we could not have to go through that pain, right? But it's not how it works. We have to fully close something out to free up that space, to send a signal to the universe that goes, hey, Dani has an empty space. Send her in the next, whatever, job, soulmate, move, you know. Dust in the Wind. Anybody else hearing that song in their head now? Show me the collective's energy here. What is their feelings in this situation? What are they currently feeling? This new moon has a really strange energy to it, you know, for being a new moon, which is about the new beginnings, right? Setting new intentions, drawing in. It feels more like a full moon where we release and let go and process things. It's really weird. It's really weird. You know, what is the collective's feelings here and emotions in this situation? What are the collective feeling? Ace of Pentacles. All right, so you got the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. You really are keeping true to that. I'm planting new seeds. I'm going somewhere new. And although this is really hard to process, I know it's freeing me to pursue the next phase of my life, the next stage, the next grow up spiritually, whatever it might be. Yeah. That's right. That's right. All right. Advice or guidance. What do you have to tell the collective for advice or guidance, please? We're going to clarify these messages too. Oh. Wheel of Fortune. Hell yeah. You're doing the right thing. Moving towards more calm, peaceful waters and away from whatever situation has been heavily stealing your peace. Brings you to the Wheel of Fortune. You get to spin the Wheel of Fortune. Come on down. Was that The Price is Right? Yeah, but they got a wheel on The Price is Right too. So it works, right? Seven of Pentacles. You've been patient. You've been trying to build this a long time, but holding on to whatever you were holding on to kept it from coming in. So now you're going to have a little hermit mode time. You're going to do self-reflection, introspection, might be spending a lot more time alone. That's where you need to be to heal. This is your healing card, right? So that you don't go into the next situation feeling super guarded, right? In a battle, in a competitive battle, you can just Empress, be reborn, baby. Brand new energy. Judgment comes around and says, you did great. You closed out a cycle because you left behind something you knew wasn't good for you. And bam, there's your brand new start. The Fool, card 0, right? Step 1. And it's a loving one. Overflowing love cup comes in for you. We started this reading with the Queen of Wands, right? The very first card, Queen of Wands at the center, that current situation. Here's your king, the Queen of Wands, perfect mate, perfect match, new soulmate coming in, and that doesn't have to be romantic. And that brings you to an absolute victory, an absolute victory. This is a win. You're a hero. They're throwing a parade for you. You've won. You've won. Amazing. Michelle, they both saw it? You had more than one seed at a time? Let me know. Let me know. I'll look at that. I just want to finish this reading real quick. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. And then you go to Temperance, which is the major arcana energy of that 6 of Pentacles. That's finding true balance and harmony. So Archangel Michael coming through. Yeah, there's an Ace of Wands coming. There's an Ace of Wands coming. That was where we originally split the deck. I love this. I love this. This is exactly what I've been feeling, and this could not have been more clear proof that, like, yeah, this is what's happening. You know, it's a confirmation for certain. A call for a priest, not a tarot reading. Yeah, Michelle, let me know when you get a minute if they both saw the same thing. I'm curious. And we can chat on that. Okay, I mean, I'm a medium, so if I can help, let me know. Stacey, I see you, but let me just finish this real quick because I don't want to hop off this energy until I finish clarifying these messages. I feel like there's something a little bit deeper that I need to say to somebody. For the collective, please, can you clarify this reading? Tell us anything I missed and that the collective needs to know with these shifts and all these transitions going on right now. Where's my air sign placements at? Where's all my air sign placements at? Hi. So I'm a Leo sun, but I am a Libra rising Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. And I am a Capricorn moon, so this new moon is happening in my moon. Nope, there I'm back. Okay. I don't know what the hell happens here. Clarify these messages, please, for the collective. Let's see. Can you clarify these messages, please? Why is the Queen of Wands here? Let's start with that. Why is the situation Queen of Wands? Tell me more about the Queen of Wands, please, for the collective. I see a face in my scrying ball. I see a face. And I gotta tell you, she kind of looks blonde. I'm not gonna lie. I actually think this is an archangel, so I'm going to call them in and find out. Thank you, Oris. Appreciate you. Scorp Sun, Aries Moon, Cap Rising. Okay. I supposedly, like, according to astrology, which I've been studying since I was like 9 years old, have the worst moon and the worst Venus placement one can have. It's probably why I'm 44 and single. Tell me about this Queen of Wands, please. Why are you refusing to clarify this Queen of Wands? I want to know more. Tell me about Queen of Wands for this collective. Why is that the situation? Why is that their current energy? Oh, it flew, y'all. Flew. I never have to get up that because it flies so far away. That time I did. It is peaceful. Yeah, loves the death of peace of mind. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. That's patience. You've been patiently growing this, like working on yourself, like doing some self-mastery and getting your vibration to this place where you're super magnetic so you can attract in everything that you want and probably deserve. Anything else we can tell them? Any other messages that they need to receive before we move on for the collective? The shifts and transits right now. See a window with the curtains kind of like opened in the middle. There's like a little bit of sunlight coming through. I think it's sunlight anyway, but it looks more like sunlight at sunset, if that makes sense. Kind of like golden hour. I don't know if this is somebody's view or if they're giving me a view into like what's possible, what's coming in. We have the Great Mother here, y'all. Great Mother is a very powerful card. I got to be careful about showing it because it's got nudity on it, but it's like a breastfeeding woman. Owl, symbol of wisdom there. Bear is strength and courage. Got the rabbit, which can mean different things. Sometimes it's about too much sex. But this is rebirth too. This is just fertile rebirth, creating your reality, right? When you emerge from this new moon, or the Great Reset, which is coming on 2/20, what are you birthing into reality? What is your reality going to look like? Aw, I feel you, spiritual awakening. You too, girl. I mean, I've been married, but married and divorced and then married and widowed. I was very young. I was 22 when I got married. By 27, I was divorced with 3 babies under the age of 4. 29 and single, you got lots of time, babe. All right. The moon showing up for us on new moon night. How about that? We'll take it. 2 wolves. You know how I feel about that. I know it's a new moon and not a full moon. Doesn't mean I don't want you to howl under it when we're done with our live tonight and done with our ritual. I have a real cool ritual for you guys tonight. I like it a lot. 4 of Earth, which is the 4 of Pentacles. Stability, right? Something you can hold on to, something long term. That 5 of Swords, though, is showing up so much. What is this, like, mind beating ourselves up shit that we are overcoming? We're definitely overcoming it because it comes with the 6 of Wands again, that victory card. But what is this on our mind? This 5 of Swords, all these owls that are like, we're racking our brains or something. It keeps showing up and I don't fully know why. Let me see. Let me ask the witches. Why does this 5 of Swords keep showing up in all of our readings? Even my own ones that I do for myself. Just crazy. Yeah, this is a cool deck. This is the Witches Tarot. The packaging and everything on it is beautiful. The guidebook on it is fantastic. It's very thorough. It's big. This is Witches Wisdom. Is that what it is? this tarot. Really, really cool. And the first one I used is the Modern Witch Tarot. All right. Awesome. Welcome, Belle. Super excited to have you. That always happens for a reason. Even when I find like new readers and stuff that like I connect with, I find them randomly. They just show up and I'm like, okay, Spirit's telling me something here, right? Because like your energy changes. Sometimes you're vibing with the Readers Collective and then you might like fade out of it and back in, whatever, you know? But definitely meant to be when you find it that way. What's up with this Five of Swords? Can you clarify that? What is going on all of our minds? I know it's a win. We're winning out, but like, I don't know. I still feel so curious about it. Why does the Five of Swords keep showing up? Please clarify. I'm going to get us a Starseed mission message today, too. We're going to get a lot more Starseedy from here on out because it's just time. Let loose. Let loose. Freeing yourself. Okay, so time to free yourself. Why does all these cards got to have nudity on it? Get me kicked off YouTube. 21, let loose. She's just flying free, butt naked, except for some pasties on her nips there and some cute blue hair. All right. Freeing yourself. Having more fun, be more childlike. Stop worrying and overthinking everything and just let be what's going to be. That's how you cure heartache. That's how you cure heartache, right? Doesn't mean don't intention set. Doesn't mean don't do your healing work and forgiveness and all of those things that we're always working on a spiritual path. But it does mean to stop trying to control an outcome or worrying about this and that. Like just chill right now. Just chill, you know? You and the food, man. You and the food. Good, I'm glad it's resonating. I'm awesome. That's awesome. I'm so grateful. Yeah, good. Crystal. Yeah, did you see the other night when I did that live, I ended up getting pizza at like 11 o'clock at night. I needed that, like a hole in the head. And then I was like, oh, mozzarella sticks? Yeah. Oh, wait, y'all got chocolate mousse cake? Send one of those too. I might have been a little, you know. But still. I wouldn't have done it if it weren't for Oris. It's all his fault. All right. Astrology dice for the collective. House 1, House of Self, self-identity. We've got Gemini energy, House 1, and Jupiter, which is funny. Well, not funny, but you know, Gemini rules like communication. It's very of the mind. First house is Aries house. It's action-oriented. It's about you creating your identity and who you truly are here. Very, you know, first house of the zodiac because Aries is the start of the astrological year. Jupiter is the planet of good luck and growth and fortune and expansion. I feel like you're expanding your perception, your reality of what your identity can be. You're finding the truth in it of how expansive it could be, how much you've been dimming your light, right? And holding back on a lot of your skills and abilities. We do that for lots of different reasons, right? But now it's like you're really seeing the truth of that and you're ready to expand that consciousness and what you believe you're capable of and how bright your light can shine, how connected to source you probably really are, learning to really trust those intuitions and those intuitive feelings and you know, synchronicities that you see and believing that you are psychically connected. You are a very intuitive being. If you're here, you are. You know, if you find me, you're awakened, you're enlightened, you're a starseed, you're a light worker, you're a mystic, you're a shaman, you're a healer. You know, I'm a Reiki master teacher, I'm a psychic, and definitely a starseed. Totally resonate with that. And you know, we're a collective. So you know, if your vibe matched mine, you found me. So trust that. Trust that. It took me years to fully embrace what I was, and then I hid it until I was like in my late 30s because of childhood bullying, and I never should have done that. Should have been shining my light all the time. I could have helped a lot more people. Hi, welcome. Welcome, Nita. Love the 999. It's my phone number, believe it or not. So, like 5 years ago or so, my phone number was 666-5432, and I loved it. Like, because 666 is not a bad number. It's an angel number, but I just thought it was fun because, like, I'm witchy. And it counted down, 5432. But then, like, I went through something, this breakup and blah, blah, blah. I had to get a new number and I was devastated. And I swear on my life, they just gave me randomly a new phone number and it was 999 instead of 666. And I was like, oh, I leveled up. Okay. Yeah, you can ask me a question. Bottles of sand and seashells definitely resonates here. I have sand from like all these different beaches and islands and stuff by where I stay in Florida half the time. Like I live here half time and there half time. And I have a massive shell collection. If you remind me, I'll show it to you. Okay. But that's funny. It's like, I'm literally looking at it right now. My shell thing is very strange. I think like facing being like a quote unquote empty nester. My baby's about to graduate. My other two have already graduated. I feel like I'm like replacing that relationship with freaking seashells or something. It's very strange, but I'm obsessed with water. I love the water. I'm a fire sign. My chart is all fire and air. I have no water in my chart. And my only earth is my moon in Capricorn. And I am obsessed with water. I want to be in it all the time. So the shells make me feel good when I can't be there. And I give them out to people and stuff all the time. Career change 2026 before April. I literally don't even have to read the cards to answer that, Nita. That's an absolute yes. It's an absolute yes. What's your sign? If you know your sun and your rising, let me know. Let me pull your oracle messages while you do that. And then I'll answer a few questions too for you guys. And I'm gonna be live again at 8:30 for the collective, please, to do our full moon ritual. Aries, okay. Aries, so you, oh, yeah, okay. So Neptune and Saturn are both gonna be in conjunct in Aries very soon. I have the actual date on my astrology board over there. 26th is when Neptune goes into Aries, and it's going into Aries at 0 degrees. That is a massive, humongous deal. So astrology is all about pattern recognition. That's how we do predictions. That's how Nostradamus did it, right? We know what to expect when certain astrological transits are coming up. We don't have any data on Neptune and Aries at 0 degrees conjunct Saturn at 0 degrees. And the reason it's such a huge deal is like 0 degrees is literally creation. That's the beginning of us. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. 0 degrees is the, beginning degree. So anything is possible now. And anything that you're not happy in, that isn't aligned to you, that isn't where you want to be, yes, 26th, you are going to be shedding, or it will be shed for you, and all the new opportunity will come in. February 20th, we are going to face an unprecedented, literal, complete reset on the planet Earth. Don't know exactly what that's going to look like or how dramatic it will be, but it will be big. It will be very big. And it's meant to be. It's when the masses will start awakening. People will start going a little cray-cray because they're not going to understand what's happening to them because they haven't already started this journey like y'all have when you found me, Yeah, it's for free. It's for free. I don't normally do that, but I don't normally take questions like this, but yeah, I will today. I feel like everybody needs it because it's just so freaking much. We've got past life and shift. Some of y'all, the reason why this is feeling so heavy for you, or you might be shedding a lot of things or processing a lot, you're shedding past life karma because it all has to go before the great reset so that you can shift into this new reality that we're going to move into, a higher level of consciousness. 9 and 14, if numbers are significant to you. And there's somebody on here with a September 14th birthday. He's a Capricorn, you're a Cancer. Hold on, let me finish this message, hold on. Anything else for the collective? I feel like there's one more. Any other energies or symbols you want to tell the collective about right now? I knew there was another one in there. Boundaries, 26, boundaries. So whatever you are shifting away from, you need to maintain strong boundaries there so that you don't get pulled back in. Remember, you can't have 1 foot in the old and 1 foot in the new. You can't. The door won't open. Boundaries. Yeah, boundaries are huge. Boundaries, not only creates this energy around you of like, oh shit, that's a high vibe. I'm not going to mess with her or him. But it also tells the universe how much you value yourself and how much you've learned and grown. You get rewarded for that. You really do. Okay, so no contact. No contact. Let's see. Who do I want to ask? Where do I want to go? Okay. No contact. Will that person be in contact again? No contact. No contact. Will they be in contact again? Capricorn Cancer is a very interesting combination. Healing, commitment, dreams. Okay, this person is healing from a commitment or from having commitment issues, possibly, right? Some past trauma, maybe even past life trauma that really wounded them and made them unable to be in a relationship or a commitment presently. However, they dream of you. They do dream of you. It is a hope that they have. But the number one thing I can tell you is if this is a soulmate or a twin flame relationship or connection, the absolute best thing you can do is don't wait. Keep going on with your life. Keep exploring. Keep learning. They feel that separation. They feel you moving on, and it sparks them to like get their shit together. And if it's meant to be, what's meant for you will never miss you. So by moving on, you're not changing the fated destiny for you and this person or anything like that. But it is the healthiest thing for you to do spiritually, mentally, emotionally, for sure. Okay, don't wait, and keep boundaries. Okay, don't take someone back that's not respecting them. Okay. All right. No more people pleasing. Yes, Belle, I love that. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So yes or no questions are good. I'm so glad. So yes or no questions are not really tarot's jam. They don't answer in yes or no's. What tarot does is read energy. It can read the energy of a current situation. And now energy can change. It's fluid. So, you know, outcomes can also change. All you can do is kind of confirm or deny present energy. So you can look at that, you know, you can look at those questions, but if they don't involve you, your life, like, you know, if you're kind of like spying outside, gossipy, you don't want to look at that energy. There's a karmic consequence of that that falls back on you. And I don't want you to experience that. And I sure don't want any karma I got to overcome. I sure don't. So, Sarah, are you one of the people like you're asking about in this like relationship? Is this you? Like your relationship? Okay. So you're wanting to know if someone from the past ever loved you or still loves you. I'm getting downloads like crazy right now. Jesus. Okay. Did you say the signs? If you did, I didn't see them. So many comments have come through. I've missed them. I don't necessarily need them, but you're together. Okay. Give me 1 sec to clear the energy of this reading away, okay? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Saw your comment. Thank you. Okay. Let me just grab another deck so that we have fresh energy to start with. okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Clarify the Seven of Swords, please. This is coming through really interesting, Sarah. So tell me if this is resonating for you. The way that I'm feeling this is that you have this idea or this feeling that there isn't like balance here, or maybe like stable footing or something, when in reality, this is actually really balanced, like really balanced and reciprocal. So it could be like a shadow wound or something like that, that makes you feel unsafe in, you know, relationships. Because of course, I mean, we've all been hurt before. How do we not, right? How do we not feel that way? We do. But it's like you feel like you're tiptoeing around or this situation, or it's not for like fully stable, when in reality, Six of Pentacles is incredibly stable. That is, I mean, reciprocity to its core, you know? And not only that, but your last card out is Archangel Michael's Temperance card, which literally means the pinnacle of harmony and balance and just being in flow and at peace. So might have a little bit of wounds there, and that's okay to look at. You're coming in as a Queen of Cups here, water sign energy, and he's coming in as a King of Wands, which I like the King of Wands. I do. King of Wands is very passionate, very loyal. It's Leo energy. Leo is the most loyal sign on the planet in relationships. And he's very like entrepreneur, like he can like support himself and like, you know what I mean, make shit happen, but also knows how to be very passionate too. So I like that. This seems like a newer relationship, because I got a Princess of Pentacles. A princess is like a younger energy, a newer energy. However, a pentacle is long-term. That's something that, you know, this is someone that wants to build long-term stability with you. Okay? Yeah. You got a Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You good. You good. Okay? All right. I feel like somebody earlier had asked me a question that I said I would answer. If I missed you, can you comment? I don't want to skip over you. And if anybody else wants to ask me anything, just, you're welcome. Just please don't flood the comments, because I'll never be able to find them by myself. I don't have anybody like moderating for me today or anything. Meantime, I'm going to get back to the collective message. So let's get your starseed message here. Okay. Get back on our little spirit path and see what spirit wants us to know right now, or a message that will help you, guide you in some way through all these energy transits we're going through. Tonight we'll do an all signs reading, so we'll go through all 12 signs, give you a message from this new moon, and some advice, and then we'll do our new moon ritual. All right. Hello. All right, let's see. For the collective, what message do they need to hear right now? What will support them on their spiritual journey and through all these shifts and transits we're experiencing? Hello. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. If that's not exactly what we've been talking about, y'all, you decide, right? You can stay in the old. You can and continue the cycle. Or you can take inspired action here. Make a decision to close that door so that the next portal can open, and go explore that and adventure through that. You know, it is your choice, right? But the reward lies behind this door, the new door, okay? Wild card. I love that it says wild card. And if wild card doesn't support Aquarian energy, I don't know what the hell does. It is a lively live, yeah. That's you know, what happens on a weekend during the middle of the day, you know. Oh, God, all these broken hearts. I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. I really am. But, you know, when someone is holding you back and keeping you from aligning with your spiritual journey, especially this close to the Great Reset, Spirit removes them because they're holding you back, you know, and It's honestly for your highest good, although trust me when I say there ain't no way you're going to know that and feel that in the moment. I've been ghosted before from someone I was in a very long-term relationship for, and I mean full-blown ghosted. Like came home, they were gone, blocked on everything, never heard from them again. Not easy to get over. Absolutely terrible. It sparked my dark night of the soul, though. It sparked my bigger awakening, changed my gifts. I started getting visited by angels. I started this business. I started this channel. So please believe me when I say that this is for your highest good. And don't worry about them coming back. That's an expectation of an outcome. It'll hold you back and it'll keep that outcome from happening. Right now, you just need to work on healing and forgiveness. You need to forgive them, anyone that's ever hurt you or harmed you, and you need to forgive you. Because when we put ourselves in a situation where we get hurt, we no longer trust ourselves or our ability to discern, and we have to heal that. And it is not easy. It is not easy. So I'm sending so much love and light and healing heart energy. Archangel Shemuel, please send your healing light to all of these broken hearts and fill them with hope again, and happiness, forgiveness, and a higher perspective. So I'm going to tell you guys something that I previously was not going to say until maybe tonight's live at the soonest, but I've been getting new information, stuff that I didn't even know, and I've been getting messages from the other side and the Star family forever, my whole life, really. Everything here, everything about being on Earth, a soul being on Earth, all comes down to us learning how to take away the mind's power and the heart's power and get to a place where we can say, it's just a thought. It's just an emotion. It's not reality. There's nothing tangible or real about a thought or an emotion. And yet they control us, everything we do. And I know that's easy to say. I am one of the most sensitive empaths on this planet. I feel everything, and I feel everything y'all feel too. And it's hell. It's hell. So believe me, there's nothing I want to do more than master that shit. But the more we can pan out and think of the bigger picture and a higher perspective and say, I am just a soul experiencing a journey on Earth, a lifetime on Earth for some growth, for some experience, for something new. And it's almost like playing a character in a play or something, right? You're just playing a character right now. It feels like the end of the world. It feels so serious. I get it. I understand. But if you can get to a point where you can master that concept, master your thoughts and master your emotion, and not let them have so much power and control over you, then you will have ascended to a very high level of consciousness, and you're well on your way to being an ascended master on the other side. You know, I mean, relationships are super important here. Like, relationships are how you learn on Earth. Unfortunately, we learn through pain. It's just the truth. But we also create from pain. Like, think of like Van Gogh, you know, Poe, all of these writers and musicians and artists, right? Creation, like the most beautiful creativity comes from pain. People don't create incredible works of art because they're so happy and peaceful and just blissful and everything's lovely. Not usually, right? Same with music. Music that like truly hits your soul, right? Is someone expressing some heavy emotion that they're going through, right? But relationships are how we learn and how we grow. It's just the truth. That's how you get self-mastery, you know? Yeah. You can manifest your life. You absolutely can. Yeah, you can do that. But people think that like making a vision board and saying affirmations means that whatever they want is going to come to them. But the universe does not give you what you want or ask for. It matches your vibration. So it gives you who you are. So really all you need to focus on is keeping your vibration high and attuned to the high level people and opportunities in life that you want to have. And that naturally draws it in for you. You don't have to do anything else. The most important thing is to keep your vibration high. How do you do that? Don't let anybody steal your peace. Don't stay in situations where you don't feel nurtured. Don't be around people where you feel like you cannot be yourself, because being your authentic self is the most important fucking thing a soul can do. The most highly recognized thing from the universe is you being authentically you, unapologetically, because that means you know that you're perfect exactly the way you are, and you know your value and your worth and your contribution here to the collective, because you're important. You have a place here. And then, like I said, you know, don't surround yourself by negativity. I don't have TV. It's the best decision I ever made because I don't flip out about all the bullshit fake news and stuff that's like always filtering through there or whatever is going on politically and all that. I don't touch that energy. It's hideous. And it is so low vibrational. I don't go anywhere near politics, news, stories of shootings and violence. Like, I don't go anywhere near it. I can't change it anyway. So it's okay for me to be a little uninformed at this time. Plus, I get informed in other ways. The lyrics of the music you're listening to, the movies you're watching, like you watching Die Hard all day, you know, may not be the best vibration for you right now if you're seeking peace or a higher vibration. You know, do things that make you feel nurtured, healed, loved, good. Ground, lots of time in nature. Energetic baths where you're cleansing, you know, cleanse your space if you're going through pain. Do not stalk their social media. Do not stare at your photos. You have to get them out of your energy field for a while you process and heal, okay? Best thing you can do. And at the end of the day, probably a cord cutting. You know, you have an energetic cord tied to every person you've ever touched in your life that has to be removed or they stay there forever, all right? Pizza does all those things. Well, sort of. There's a few things I can think of that pizza cannot do for me, but I hear you. I do think pizza is a god. You know that. You know that. All right, let me finish your star family messages. So what do we got? Karmic relationships. Hello. If you're on here asking me questions about your love life, this is for you. It's Orion energy. It's about polarity, soul growth, and conflict. This is literally what I just said to you. Your soul grows through relationship conflict. And what's difficult is that a soulmate connection, because you have lots of soulmates throughout life, or a twin flame connection, feels exactly the same as a karmic connection in the beginning or for a good long while. And you've got to recognize which one it is. You got to. Sometimes a person just feels so destined for you and you feel so connected to them because you were together in a past life, in a prior life. That does not mean that they're your perfect match soulmate in this one. All right, we have lots of souls that we've gone through many lives with in different variations and forms, okay? Star family, no shit. Literally says star family, y'all. You're part of a team of souls, so call in support. And that's important too. If you are struggling, if you're going through a dark night of the soul, heartbreak is usually the #1 thing that sparks someone's dark night of the soul, which you will come to love and be grateful for because it's going to level up your life so much when you get through the hell of it. On the other side, it's gorgeous. You don't have to go through that alone. First of all, you have all of us, right? We're a collective of supportive souls, right? That's what we're here for. We all know that we're one, and whatever one of us is going through, we're all going through. But you have your spirit team. Call your angels, call your guides, and any one of you could call the archangels like I do and ask them to help you process through this or heal this. Archangel Shemuel is one of my faves for a broken heart. Always Archangel Michael, who helps me every day, thank God. But you can, you know, look around, see who resonates for you. Get an angel deck and see what angels jump out for you. Search on YouTube for their binaural frequencies or their sound healing frequencies, and that healing will really truly come to you. Sound frequency healing works. I'm a musician and a psychic and a Reiki master teacher. I promise it works, okay? So don't forget you're not alone. Call in your support team when you're really having a hard day or your heart's really heavy. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within, right? So trust your intuition, bring your power back, stop dimming your light, get in touch with your inner authority, your higher self. There's a meditation on my channel that you can do less than 10 minutes to find your higher self. You may not find it the first time you do it, just keep doing it, you will. But turn your gaze within, right? It's just introspection, hermit mode like we were talking about before, and trust your intuition. And you have the blue flame, and that looks like a portal too, doesn't it? Beautiful. Spontaneous awakening. A lot of you are definitely awakening right now. Activation, you're activating your light codes and your higher consciousness DNA. And integration time. What integration time means is it's time to integrate our shadow side and our light side, right? Shadows have a purpose for being there. There are times that we need our shadow side to defend ourselves or something like that. or to like, you know, be able to tell when something's up, something's not right, because I've been through this before. I know like this looks off or sketch or whatever, discernment. But ignoring your shadows and burying them deeper will keep you stuck where you are. You won't progress beyond that. So you got to do the shadow work, right? If you're a light worker and you do light work, you have to do shadow work too, right? It's like Star Wars, if you will. He got the upside, I got the downside. There's two sides to every Schwartz. Spaceballs, anyone? I feel like this crowd's a little young for Spaceballs. Yeah, I love the sound frequencies too. I do. They are amazing. They really are. And the other thing, like I want to say to you guys is, I just saw a big neon number 3. I don't know who that's for, but in my scrying ball, I just saw a big neon number 3. You're not, life doesn't happen to you. Like we are not helpless, you know, victims of circumstances, whatever comes towards us, right? That's not true. We have the ability to decide how this is going to affect us. How long am I going to sit in this place? Am I going to let fear control me to the point where it decides the life I have instead of me, right? Like you have power here, and I want you to take a lot of your power back, okay? Like I saw one question floated through quickly, like, are they going to ask me out or something like that? Why don't you ask them out? Like what? Stop being passive in your own life, all right? Get involved in your life. Make the hard fucking choices to let shit go that you don't want to let go of. You know, I mean, I've had to do it. Do I like it? No. I've had to lose a lot of people. I have had a lot of loss in my life, a lot. My best friend's dead, my husband's dead, my grandmother, who was my favorite person on earth, is gone, like just a lot. And then just random, you know, people come in and out of my life very quickly because they seek me out. I'm a lighthouse for healing. And when I'm done helping them, they leave so someone else can come in. But that still leaves me saying goodbye to everybody. It's not easy for Dani. Dani's a big old bleeding heart. I love all of you. I love y'all. You know, so I know loss. I know it well. And the thing is, every time you face that, you turn around and face your demons, or you confront the pain that you're feeling instead of just letting it fester and trying to like distract yourself away from it. Like, no, it's not there. I don't feel that. I don't feel that. If you just turn around and face it, it's gone so much faster than trying to outrun it, which will never happen. Now you're trying to fly with an anchor on your cape. It's just keeping you down. It's keeping you stuck. Keep the focus on you, y'all. Power of the Schwartz. Bet she gives a great helmet. You and the Wawa, what are we doing here? Oh, my Wawa coffee. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, it's not my preferred, but it was snowing like a biatch, and I knew it was the only one that would make it to my house because I wasn't going out in that shit. I don't like snow touching the skin at all. Not only am I drinking that, or she'll be super impressed, I'm double fisting that with a Celsius energy drink. How about them apples? Welcome to the world of Dani during major astrological shifts and a friggin' X1 solar flare that just happened off the sun today, which I'm more sensitive to than even the astrological transits because I'm ruled by the sun. Lucky me. Okay, I want to get you guys one more message, and then I'm going to F off until tonight, and then I will see you for our ritual and an all signs reading for this new moon. Very powerful new moon. Please, I don't want you to miss your opportunity here to really clear some things out and call in your sort of next level soul mission, if you will. Ooh, God, that felt like big words. That felt real powerful, but it is. I mean, like I'm messing around, but it is. Who do I want to get this message from? What deck do I want? Do we want to talk to the angels? Do we want to talk to archangels? We were bringing them up. Maybe we should. Maybe we should call in the angels. So for any of y'all that are new, Damien, if you say so. So let's call in the angels. Anybody that is new here, when I call in the angels, their vibration consciousness is so high. They're like 10D, 11D beings, right? That it makes my body shake and my lips will chatter and shake a whole bunch. I'm fine. It just makes it a little hard for me to talk and communicate their message. I thought that was a weird thing to give me, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'll do my best to communicate clearly, okay? Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Shemuel, Archangel, set up. What is the message the collective needs to hear? For the collective. What angels are supporting them and can they call on and work with right now? Thank you, angels. While you're here, would you please bless me and this whole collective with your healing light? Keep everyone safe, protected, and aligned to their highest timeline and their soul purpose. Heal their pain. Bring them hope and positivity and excitement for their near future and all this new coming in. All right, we got some powerhouses, okay? Very first angel I ever started working with after my dark night of the soul. Like, I had worked with angels prior when I was young in a different way, but was this one, Archangel Faith. And faith alone is a pretty damn good message, isn't it? With faith, you are invincible. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, the power that you have. If you are having a hard time believing in you, finding self-value and love again, or self-worth again, you can call this angel the same way I just called the others and ask her to send you like her light and empower you, right? To believe in yourself again. And she will help you, okay? Now, this guy, Archangel Christiel, is a very powerful angel. And there are different phylums of how powerful an angel can be. Because this angel carries the white ascension flame. So if you are going through a spiritual awakening or a growth, like, you know, level up here, it can be a little uncomfortable for sure. So you can call this angel and ask for the white ascension flame to be like brought down to you to help you process this time that you're in. Okay, very healing light. It's very powerful. It's literally like Christ light. That's why that archangel's name is Christiel. Okay. Archangel Perlamac is a nature angel, so very earthy vibes, and grounding and being in nature and connected to the earth is so important right now. It's so important. There's going to be a lot of confusing, foggy energy coming at us for the next month and a little bit more maybe, but at least the next month. And it is going to be hard to clearly see your paths and stuff with everything coming through. The only way that you're going to make the right choice and really be able to like use your discernment well and have clarity is to be grounded, right? You have to ground into the earth. I actually just bought a grounding sheet. I'm going to try it tonight for the first time. And it says, let nature soothe you and serve the nature kingdom. So obviously, if you live in, if you live anywhere where it's winter time right now, you're not going to be planting seeds. But soon you can, right? It's almost February-ish. Springtime, you can do that. But in the meantime, there's still other things that you can do to serve nature, right? You can send, if you do Reiki or you're a light worker, you can send healing light to Mother Earth, to Gaia through the ley lines. I do that every day. Or whatever works, like to make you feel connected. Start growing herbs in your kitchen, right? Those little potted ones. You don't have to grow outside. Whatever it is for you. But find a way to connect to nature and let it soothe you, okay? Okay. All right, so those are your angels. Call on them to help you, assist you, guide you, heal you. If you feel guided or connected to a different angel, believe that, trust that angel is encouraging you to work with them. Plus, don't forget you have your own guides and angels you were born with that have been with you your whole life. They are very happy to support you anytime you need. And if you have a question, a yes or no question, think of it right now. Put it on your mind. You could even say it out loud if you want. While I have the angels, I'm going to see if I can get y'all some answers, okay? Lavender is good. That's good. Angels, Archangel Michael, can you please bring clarity to the collective's questions? Give them some answers here, please. fourth house energies pounding through the door right now. Okay, chill. I think we've got a couple more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I got a lot of answers for y'all, and I saw some of your questions coming through, and I feel the energy here, so I feel like we're kind of getting responses that are going to resonate for you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. The one that really stands out for you is your answer. Let's see. If you had a question about when something is going to happen, you've gotten an answer here of either in the near future, perfect timing, which is Spirit's way of saying it's time when it's time, divine timing. Okay, that's it. Then someone had a question here about health, right? Could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or your physical health, okay? Hi. Your health is going to improve. There is improving health coming through here. There is recovery here. So if you're recovering from a broken heart, physical ailment, addictions of any kind, stuff like that, okay, you are recovering. And within a year from now is when those questions, that health journey, anything to do with anything like that, a year from now is when you will be like fully restored. But in the meantime, you're progressing, right? So it gets better every day. If you were asking whether or not you should go after something that you've been thinking about or wanting to go after, you should take action right now. Speed it off. Like that is a speeding horse, okay? That is action right now, okay? Those of you that are going through a tumultuous time in a long-term relationship or job, like situation or something like that, you've like been back and forth. There's like a battle back and forth here. The answer is you need to compromise. So what Spirit is telling you is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Do you want to keep battling or do you just like, you're going to let your ego win, which is low vibe, or can we find a peaceful compromise? Because you can, and it's the angels are supporting that. Those of you that are feeling super foggy and having a hard time discerning which way to go or making a choice down a couple of paths here or something like that, or what am I supposed to be doing with my life, all of those things, the only place that you are going to find those answers is within. You got to meditate. You have to. Please watch my Connecting to Your Higher Self meditation. I promise it will help you. You may not feel it the first time you watch it, but keep doing it. You will. And as soon as you find your higher self wrote your life here. Your higher self knows everything. So there's nobody better to connect to. Okay. I need a significator card for these because I don't know how you're going to know the difference. Hold on. Tell me about weight. Why is weight here? What is that to do with? Need some kind of significator for them to know it's their message. Okay. The boundaries card again. Okay, so if this was for you, your answer is wait. Your answer is wait. Perfect timing, and you'll know when that is. You will know. If you're unsure if it's the perfect timing, it's not. Okay? Wait until it is. And then for some of y'all that are trying to come back around with someone or healing a relationship, a friendship, a relationship with family, a boss situation, whatever. If you're dealing with this sort of difficult situation, a sensitive situation, anything that's out of balance, because of all this foggy energy and shit going on right now, we're also about to have another Mercury retrograde. Spirit is encouraging you to please communicate clearly, okay? Like, sometimes we don't realize the way someone's perceiving our message, right? And the real skill in communicating well is knowing the way someone has to receive it, like how they need to hear it to understand what you mean, right? And that could be very different from one person to the next, okay? So make sure that you're really taking that seriously right now. Watch like texting about serious things because you can't tell tone and inflection. People misinterpret texts all the time. Most of us were born with some planet in a retrograde, especially that do this kind of work. I have a lot of clients who have up to 4 planets that were in retrograde on the day that they were born. That is really rough. And if you have a retrograde Mercury you were born under, people don't communicate the way you do, and you don't receive communication the way that other people do. So you need to find that balance, right? If you're dealing with someone with a Mercury retrograde in their birth chart, you need to know that they're not going to hear you like you hear you. And it doesn't mean that they're trying to be like, you know, confrontational or like difficult. They're just hearing the message different. They're not getting the same energy that you're trying to put out. So please be very careful with the way that you communicate. And same with the way you speak to yourself and you speak things out into the universe. Every word you say is a spell. Everyone. There's power behind every word you say. So watch what you're putting out there. You know, if you say, my life's going to suck until the end of time, guess what? The universe mirrors back what you put out. Your life's going to suck until the end of time. Oh, I'll never buy a house. Oh, I'll never have that life. Oh, I'll never get to travel there. That is the energy that you're giving the universe, as opposed to saying, I can't wait to go there. I can't wait to buy this house. I've already got it printed out. It's on my vision board. It's in my line of sight. I think about it and I'm willing it in all the time. So just be very careful in your just casual words, okay? In your manifestations, like you are truly drawing in what you want to draw in. So make sure it's really what you want. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'll tell you, as a lifelong witch with an ancestral line of witches, good witches, I don't do any black magic. I don't mess with anything like that. But I will tell you that your intention, what you have your focus and your mind on, is 99% of the magic. It's just you. It's the power of you. You know, we use things like spell candles or spell jars and herbs and all of that to help keep you focused, right? So that your intention is really targeting and hitting that area. And same with like incantations and all of the other things that we do. But really all that is just to help you focus on those intentions and put extra energy into them. 99% of magic is just your intention, whether it's a prayer in a church or a vision board or a intention setting ritual that you're going to do with me or a straight up spell. They're all the same thing. They're all the same thing. And it's amazing how powerful the mind is. Like I always tell y'all, worrying is a negative prayer. If you're worrying and worrying and worrying, all you're doing is drawing in the outcome you don't want. All you're doing is drawing in the thing you're worried about. Flip that mindset. If you could stop your mind, especially your mouth, from like saying those things and feeling those things all the time, and just stop yourself and be like, stop it. Worrying is a negative prayer and it doesn't change the outcome anyway. I'm torturing myself for no reason. Let me focus on what I do want to draw in and try to find the balance and the positivity in that. And use those sound frequencies. They're free on YouTube. Highly encourage. Okay. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to sign off because I got to sign back on to do that live in a few hours. But thank you so much for being here and for your love and support of me and the channel. Like, shares, and subscribes. I'm so insanely grateful for you. You have no idea. Tonight's ritual is really cool. And I'm going to do an all signs reading. Let every sign know where you're kind of at with all of this transit energy and this new moon. So come be prepared. You're going to need a pencil, a paper. You're going to need like a fire safe bowl, because I love to burn things, and a candle. Okay? All right, I love you guys. I will see you tonight for the new moon. Bye. Love and light.